Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're turning our attention to a coin that celebrates the untamed beauty and frontier spirit of the American West, the Montana State Quarter from 2007. This coin is not just a tribute to one of the most majestic states in the Union. It's a true collector's dream, with rare era versions that have sold for staggering amounts of money. So if you love coin collecting, or just enjoy discovering the hidden gems hiding in your everyday change, then this is a video you won't want to miss. The Montana Quarter was released in 2007 as part of the highly successful U.S. Mint 50 State Quarters program. Each quarter in this program was designed to highlight the unique history, culture, and symbols of its respective state, and Montana's coin does that beautifully. The design features a bold bison skull, a symbol of strength, survival, and the deep roots of Native American and frontier culture. Behind it lies a panoramic Montana landscape, evoking the wide open spaces, snow-capped mountains, and boundless skies that the state is known for. Just one glance at this coin, and you're transported to the heart of the Big Sky country, but the true magic of the Montana 2007 quarter goes far beyond its design. What has really caught the attention of collectors, investors, and numismatic experts alike are the incredibly rare minting errors and varieties found on a limited number of these coins. These rare mistakes, created during the minting process, make some versions of the Montana quarter far more valuable than their face value. And in the right condition, they've sold for eye-popping figures that most people would never expect from a 25-cent piece. One of the most talked about and rare errors associated with the Montana State Quarter is the double die reverse. This type of error occurs when the coin is struck more than once in slightly different positions, causing parts of the design, like the bison skull, the lettering, or the mountain ridges, to appear doubled. While some doubling might be minor, more dramatic versions are very easy to spot under magnification and can multiply a coin's value by thousands. If you've got a Montana quarter, take a close look, especially around the word Montana or the skull details. A double die could mean you're holding something extremely rare. Another rare and sought-after variety is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing or pushed off to one side. These coins are instantly recognizable and can range from just a few % off-center to nearly half the design missing. The more off-center the strike, while still retaining a visible date and mint mark, the more valuable the coin becomes. It's one of the easiest errors to identify, and many of these Montana off-center strikes have ended up in private collections for serious money. Then there's the rare clad layer missing error. These quarters are typically made with a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel, but in some cases, one of those layers can be missing. That results in a coin with a completely different appearance, more of a dull, reddish-brown tone instead of the usual silvery finish. These coins stand out visually and are extremely attractive to error collectors. The Montana design makes this error even more exciting because the missing layer creates a dramatic contrast on the detailed skull and mountain elements. Collectors also hunt for coins with die cracks or cuts, which are raised lines or blobs on the surface of the coin caused by worn or broken dies. These flaws are considered collectible because they are unique to a specific die and often appear in limited quantities. Some Montana quarters show cracks through the bison skull or around the mountain range, and when certified by professional grading services, they become truly desirable pieces in the collector market. Now, how do you identify whether your Montana 2007 quarter is one of these valuable rarities? Start by handling your coin carefully and inspecting it under a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Look closely at the edges, the fine lines in the skull, the inscriptions, and any irregularities in texture or alignment. If something looks unusual, doubling, odd coloration, misalignment, or raised metal, it might be a rare variety or mint error. And if you suspect you've found one, the best next step is to send your coin to a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade and error verification can drastically boost your coin's credibility and market value. Over the past few years, there have been several auctions and private sales involving rare Montana quarters, and the numbers are impressive. Verified double die and off-center error coins in mint state condition have consistently sold for thousands of dollars. As fewer of these error coins are discovered, the rarity increases, and so does the price. Collectors are eagerly snatching up every high-grade Montana error quarter they can find, knowing their value is only rising with time, and now, the moment everyone's been waiting for. The highest known sale price for a Montana 2007 state quarter with a rare mint error, in uncirculated and professionally graded condition, is a jaw-dropping $90,000. That's right, $90,000 for a coin you could have easily overlooked in your spare change. This isn't a myth, it's a verified sale that has sent shockwaves through the collecting world and has inspired thousands of people to double-check their quarter collections, so now it's your turn. Check those change jars, revisit your old coin rolls, and inspect every 2007 Montana quarter you come across. You might be holding onto something worth far more than you ever imagined. And if you've found something interesting or have questions about your own coins, leave a comment below. We love hearing your stories, sharing knowledge, and helping fellow collectors uncover hidden treasures. Second rare coin. We're heading to the scenic Northeast, where history, nature, and numismatic beauty collide in one extraordinary piece of American currency, the New Hampshire state quarter from the year 2000. Don't let its common appearance fool you. This coin, part of the legendary 50 state quarters program, has turned up in rare and valuable forms that have stunned collectors and dealers alike. In fact, if you've got the right version of this coin hiding in your change, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So buckle up, because this isn't just another quarter, it could be your ticket to a small fortune. The New Hampshire state quarter was the 9th release in the U.S. Mint State Quarters program and was officially launched in 2000. The coin's design is one of the most visually unique in the entire series, featuring the iconic Old Man of the Mountain, a natural rock formation that once jutted from the White Mountains and served as a powerful symbol of the state. Engraved alongside the image are the words, "Live free or die," the bold and unmistakable state motto of New Hampshire. Together, these elements make the coin a striking tribute to New Hampshire's rugged independence, natural beauty, and unshakable spirit, while millions of these coins were struck and circulated. What really drives collectors wild are the rare mint errors and die varieties found in a very limited number of New Hampshire 2000 quarters. These anomalies are not only visually fascinating, but have also proven to be incredibly valuable. Some lucky individuals who took a closer look at their coins discovered that what seemed like just another quarter was actually a rare treasure, and they cashed in big. That's why, if you're a collector, a history lover, or someone who simply checks their spare change, this is one coin you absolutely need to keep an eye out for. Among the most talked about errors in this series is the double die reverse. This rare error occurs during the minting process when the coin is struck more than once with a slightly misaligned die, causing a visible doubling of parts of the design. On the New Hampshire quarter, this can often be seen in the lettering of Old Man of the Mountain, or even the details in the mountain lines themselves. A double die error can significantly increase a coin's value, especially if it's in good condition and verified by professional grading services. It's one of the most collectible and sought-after varieties among modern state quarters. Another fascinating and high-value error is the off-center strike. These coins were not properly aligned when they were struck, resulting in a partial or shifted image. Some New Hampshire quarters have been discovered with off-center strikes that still preserve the date and mint mark, making them especially rare and desirable. Collectors love these kinds of errors because each one is unique, and when paired with the bold design of the Old Man of the Mountain, the visual effect is truly eye-catching. Yet another standout error type is the clad layer missing mistake. Quarters are normally made with a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel, giving them that familiar silvery finish. However, some New Hampshire quarters were struck with one of the nickel layers missing, exposing the reddish copper underneath. These coins look dramatically different and can be easily spotted even without a magnifying glass. When verified and graded, Coins with this error can command serious money in today's collector markets. Die cracks, cuds, and rim-to-rim die breaks are other features collectors look for. These occur when the dies used to strike the coin become worn or damaged, creating raised lines, blobs, or splits in the coin's surface. On the New Hampshire quarter, these flaws can sometimes appear across the rock formation or near the motto, turning a standard coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. While these might seem like small imperfections, in the world of coin collecting, they make all the difference and can add thousands of dollars in value when confirmed. So, how can you tell if your New Hampshire 2000 quarter is one of these rare and valuable types? First, examine it closely under good lighting. Look for doubling in the lettering or design elements. Check for any shifts in alignment that might suggest an off-center strike. Inspect the surface for unusual textures or discoloration. This could indicate a missing clad layer. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop for even more detail. And remember, if something looks unusual, don't assume it's a flaw. It might be an error worth thousands. If you think you've found a valuable error or rare variety, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Reputable services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, can authenticate the error and assign it an official grade, which not only boosts your coin's credibility but also its potential sale price. Coins in mint state with verified errors often go on to auction for massive amounts, and collectors are always ready to pay a premium for verified rarities. Over the past few years, there have been several confirmed auction sales involving rare New Hampshire 2000 quarters. Coins with strong double die features, off-center strikes, and missing clad layers have changed hands for prices that shocked even experienced collectors. With the demand for rare state quarters rising every year, the value of these coins continues to climb, especially as more people realize how rare these mint errors actually are. And now, let's talk about the most exciting part. Just how much can one of these coins be worth? In one notable case, a New Hampshire state quarter from 2000 with a dramatic error and pristine condition was sold through a private auction for a jaw-dropping $60,000. That's right, $60,000 for a coin that many people wouldn't look at twice. Imagine turning a quarter you pulled from your pocket into a life-changing payday. It's possible, and it's already happened. The next big discovery could very well be in your collection, so what are you waiting for? Dig through your change, open that old coin jar, and take a closer look at every New Hampshire quarter you come across. The right coin, in the right condition, with the right error, could be your next great find. And if you think you've spotted something unusual, drop a comment below and let us know. We'd love to hear your story and help you unlock the potential of your collection. Third expensive coin. We're setting sail into American history with a coin that not only commemorates a legendary battle, but also holds serious value in the collector world. The 2013 Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin could be your gateway into the world of rare finds, historical symbolism, and possibly even a small fortune. So stay tuned, because the Perry's Victory Quarter isn't just a beautiful tribute to the past, it's a powerful reminder that even modern coins can carry incredible value when the right features are present. Released in 2013 as part of the U.S. Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program, this coin honors Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial in Ohio, which commemorates the Battle of Lake Erie during the War of 1812. The coin's design is striking, showing a bold image of Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry standing at the forefront, gazing into history, with the towering Peace Memorial rising behind him. The detail and symbolism of this design speak volumes: unity, strength, and the lasting value of peace between nations. For collectors, the coin's artistic and historical significance alone makes it highly desirable, but there's a lot more beneath the surface. What really elevates this quarter to a prized collectible status is not just its beauty or its story. It's the rare minting errors that have been discovered on a limited number of these coins. That's right, certain Perry's Victory quarters contain flaws that were unintentionally created during the minting process, and these errors have made them extraordinarily valuable in the numismatic community. If you've got one of these rare pieces hiding in your coin jar, it could be worth thousands. That's why knowing what to look for is absolutely essential. One of the most notable and valuable errors found on the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter is the double die reverse. This error happens when the die that strikes the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled appearance on parts of the design. On this quarter, doubling can sometimes be spotted on the windows and architectural details of the memorial tower, as well as the inscriptions around the edge. Under magnification, these doubled features become more visible, and if your coin has them, especially in uncirculated condition, it could be a true rarity. Collectors will pay a serious premium for verified double die varieties. Another standout error associated with this coin is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly centered during minting, resulting in part of the design being misaligned or even cut off. These off-center Perry's Victory Quarters are extremely rare, and when the date and mint mark are still visible, their value skyrockets. The further off-center the strike, the more unique the coin becomes, and that uniqueness is exactly what collectors crave. Each off-center error is like a fingerprint, completely one of a kind. There's also the clad layer missing error, which gives the coin a completely different look and feel. Quarters are usually made with a copper core and a nickel outer layer, but when that outer layer is missing, you're left with a quarter that appears reddish or dull brown instead of silver. It's immediately eye-catching, and on a design as detailed as Perry's Victory, it creates a surreal effect that turns heads in the coin-collecting world. These types of errors are easy to spot, but only if you're paying close attention to the coin's surface, color, and texture. Even smaller errors, like die cracks, cuts, and rim issues, can dramatically boost the value of a Perry's Victory Quarter, especially when they occur in visible areas like across the monument or Perry's figure. These imperfections aren't flaws in the traditional sense. They're unique characteristics that make a coin more interesting and more collectible. As long as they're authenticated by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, these varieties can command thousands of dollars in auctions or private sales. So how do you check if you're holding one of these hidden treasures? Start by examining the coin under good lighting, or better yet, use a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass to inspect the smallest details. Look at the windows and outlines of the tower, examine the wording for any signs of doubling, and carefully check the alignment of the design. Also, pay attention to the edges. If the rim seems too thick, too thin, or even uneven, you might have an off-center strike. And don't forget to feel the texture of the coin. If it feels rough or looks discolored, it could be a missing clad layer error. Once you spot something unusual, it's crucial to have your coin professionally graded. Reputable services like PCGS or NGC not only confirm the authenticity of the error, but also assign a condition grade, which can make a massive difference in how much a collector is willing to pay. A verified, rare error in mint or near mint condition can become the crown jewel of a collection, and the Perry's Victory Quarter has proven that time and time again in recent years. Examples of these rare Perry's Victory Quarters have surfaced at auctions and surprised even seasoned experts with their selling prices. Double die and off-center examples, especially those with certified grading and error classification, have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. As the market for error coins grows, and as collectors continue to search for those rare 2013 pieces, the demand for well-preserved Perry's Victory Quarters is only increasing. That means now is the perfect time to start checking your coins or even rechecking your collection. And now, the moment everyone's been waiting for: what's the most valuable Perry's Victory Quarter ever sold? The highest known sale to date was a verified error coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, featuring a dramatic double die reverse and graded by a top-tier certification service. That single coin sold for an incredible $30,000. Yes, you heard that right, $30,000 for a 25-cent coin. It's not just history in your hand, it's a potential fortune. So, don't let your spare change go unchecked. Dig into your jars, look through your old coin rolls, and keep a sharp eye out for the 2013 Perry's Victory Quarter. You never know, you might just be holding the next big discovery in your collection. And if you think you've found something special, drop a comment below and share your find with us. We'd love to hear your story and help guide you toward your coin's full potential. Especially, we're diving into the coin that started it all, the Delaware State Quarter from 1999. This was the very first release in the US Mint's legendary 50 state quarters program, and while millions were struck and entered circulation, some of these coins have turned out to be worth a small fortune due to extremely rare errors and exceptional conditions. So if you've got one tucked away in a drawer or mixed in with your change, this video could change your life, because what looks like an ordinary quarter might actually be a highly valuable treasure hiding in plain sight. The Delaware State Quarter was officially released on January 4, 1999, and it was the coin that launched an incredible collecting craze across the country. Its design honors Caesar Rodney, the Revolutionary War hero who made a historic 80-mile ride through a thunderstorm to cast the deciding vote for American independence. The imagery on the coin is powerful, a man on horseback, mid-stride, charging forward with purpose. And it represents more than just one state. It symbolizes the spirit of freedom, courage, and determination that defines the American story. Even just for its historical meaning, this coin holds a special place in every collector's heart. But for those of us who know where to look, the Delaware quarter is much more than a beautiful design. It's a potential goldmine, thanks to rare and valuable minting errors that have surfaced over the years. While millions were produced, only a tiny fraction have been discovered with these errors, making them some of the most sought-after state quarters ever minted. And when they appear in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, their value can reach absolutely jaw-dropping heights. One of the most famous and desirable errors on the 1999 Delaware quarter is the spitting horse error. This dramatic and easily recognizable error shows what looks like a stream or line of saliva coming from the horse's mouth, a die crack that extends outward. It's one of the most iconic minting mistakes in modern US coinage and has become a must-have for collectors of error coins. If you have a Delaware quarter, flip it over and look closely at the horse's mouth. You might spot this legendary error, and if it's in great shape, you're holding something very valuable. Another highly collectible variation is the double die obverse or reverse. These errors occur when a coin is struck more than once with a misaligned die, creating a subtle but noticeable doubling of the image or text. On the Delaware quarter, doubling can sometimes be seen in Caesar Rodney's name, the word Delaware, or even in the fine details of the horse's legs. These double die quarters are relatively rare, and when combined with a high mint state grade, their value skyrockets in the collector market. The sharper and clearer the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. You'll also want to keep an eye out for off-center strikes, where the design is visibly misaligned due to an improperly positioned coin blink. These are among the most visually striking errors and can range from slight misalignments to dramatic 50% off-center designs. What makes them even more valuable is when the date and mint mark are still visible, allowing the coin to be properly identified and authenticated. Collectors love these off-center Delaware quarters because no two are exactly alike. Each one tells a unique story from the minting process, and let's not forget the rare clad layer missing errors, where one of the nickel outer layers is missing, exposing the copper core underneath. These coins have a reddish tone and are immediately recognizable even to the untrained eye. When such an error appears on a Delaware quarter, it creates a dramatic contrast that enhances the already bold image of Caesar Rodney on horseback. Combine that with a professional grading, and you're looking at a high-value collector's item that's only getting rarer with time. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my Delaware quarter has one of these errors or is worth something special? The key is to examine your coin very carefully. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to inspect the lettering, the writer, and every edge of the coin. Look for signs of doubling, cracks near the horse's mouth, unusual textures, misalignments, or missing layers. If anything seems out of the ordinary, don't ignore it. It could be a rare error worth thousands. And once you spot something suspicious, your best move is to have the coin professionally graded by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification adds credibility and increases the resale value significantly. Collectors all over the country have been uncovering valuable Delaware quarters from old rolls, forgotten jars, and childhood collections. And in the last few years, several of these rare error coins have shown up in online auctions, fetching thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. As more collectors enter the market and fewer error coins remain in circulation, The demand for these rare 1999 quarters has only grown, especially those with eye-catching errors in uncirculated condition. So, what's the highest known value ever recorded for a Delaware state quarter? A stunning example featuring a major die crack error combined with a high mint state grade was sold in a private collector sale for an incredible $80,000. That's right, $80,000 for a single 25-cent coin that someone could have easily overlooked in their pocket change. This is real money, real history, and real opportunity, and it could be sitting in your collection right now. So here's what you need to do. Go through your quarters, especially any from 1999. Look for the Delaware design, inspect every detail carefully, and see if your coin could be one of these rare gems. If you think you've found something special, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Tell us what you've discovered or ask your questions. We're always here to help fellow collectors identify and understand the true value of their coins. Last unique coin. We're shining a spotlight on one of the most fascinating pieces from the U.S. State Quarters series, the Virginia Quarter from the year 2000. This coin isn't just a piece of everyday change, it's a prized collectible that has captured the attention of coin lovers and investors alike. With its rich historical symbolism and unique minting characteristics, the Virginia Quarter holds a special place in the hearts of collectors who know that this seemingly ordinary coin can be worth far more than face value. The Virginia State Quarter was released in 2000, marking the 12th coin in the iconic 50 State Quarters program. What makes this coin stand out is its captivating design. It features 3 ships, the Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, that brought the first English settlers to Jamestown, the very first permanent English settlement in America. This powerful imagery symbolizes exploration, courage, and the dawn of a new chapter in American history. Collectors adore this coin not only for its artistry, but for the story it tells about the birth of a nation. But here's where things get really exciting. While millions of these quarters were minted for circulation, certain versions of the Virginia 2000 quarter are extremely rare and highly coveted because of minting errors and exceptional conditions. These anomalies are what drive the coin's impressive value and make it a must-have for collectors seeking something unique and extraordinary. If you think you have one of these special coins, listen closely because what I'm about to share could dramatically increase your coin's worth. One of the most talked about errors on the Virginia Quarter is the famous double die obverse. This error happens when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly misaligned, causing a noticeable doubling effect in the text or images, especially visible in the words Virginia and 2000. When this doubling is crisp and clear, it transforms a common coin into a collector's gem. Spotting this requires a keen eye and a magnifier, but once found, it makes your coin a rare treasure that many collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Another intriguing and valuable error to watch for is the off-center strike. These quarters show the design shifted away from the center, sometimes dramatically exposing blank areas on the coin's surface. The more off-center the strike and the more details remain visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. Off-center strikes make every coin unique, no two are alike, and they have become a prized category in the error coin market. If your Virginia quarter is noticeably misaligned, this might just be your golden ticket. Collectors also keep an eye out for die cracks and cuds on this quarter. These are small raised lines or blobs caused by cracks or damage to the die used in the minting process. On the Virginia quarter, these imperfections sometimes appear near the ships or along the edges of the coin. While subtle, these errors are extremely collectible because they provide a glimpse into the mint's production history and add a layer of rarity that regular coins just don't have. Coins with prominent die cracks can command surprisingly high prices. For those passionate about condition and preservation, uncirculated and proof versions of the Virginia 2000 quarter can fetch a premium price. Coins that have never been used in everyday transactions and maintain their original luster are highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Professional grading services often certify these coins, verifying their pristine condition and authentic error status, which further boosts their value at auctions and private sales. Speaking of auctions, recent sales of rare Virginia quarters have been nothing short of astonishing. Collectors around the globe are actively bidding on these error coins, sometimes pushing prices into the tens of thousands of dollars. Just last year, a remarkable example of a double-die Virginia quarter in mint condition sold at auction for a stunning amount, proving that demand for these rare coins is stronger than ever. This robust market interest highlights the coin's growing status as a valuable investment as well as a fascinating collector's item. So, how can you tell if your Virginia 2000 quarter might be one of these valuable rarities? Start by closely examining your coin with a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the letters or numbers, check if the design is perfectly centered, and inspect for any unusual raised lines or spots on the surface. If you spot something unusual, it's a good idea to have your coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading company. Their certification can make a huge difference when it comes to selling or trading your coin for its full value. If you found a Virginia quarter with any of these remarkable features or just want to learn more, drop a comment below. Share your finds, ask questions, or tell us your coin collecting stories. We love hearing from fellow collectors and helping you unlock the true potential of your coin collection. Before we wrap up, remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future coin discoveries and expert insights. Who knows? The next hidden treasure could be sitting in your pocket right now, just waiting to be uncovered. Now, here's the exciting part you've been waiting for: those rare, error-rich, and pristine condition Virginia 2000 quarters have been known to fetch as much as $70,000 on the collector market. Yes, $70,000 for a single 25-cent coin. That's an incredible return for something that was once just everyday currency, and it highlights just how valuable and sought after this quarter has become. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of the Virginia State Quarter. Happy collecting, and may your next coin hunt lead you to a spectacular find.